Are you tired of playing by the rules? Tired of doing what you're supposed to when all you really want to do is burn the damn rule book and start fresh? I get it. I've done it more than once. And let me tell you, freedom tastes better than approval ever could. Welcome to her Gypsy Rebel, the podcast for those who crave more creativity, more space, more of your own damn life on your own terms. I am Jacqueline Van Bierk, aka Pink Star, a musician, artist, traveler, and professional rule breaker, bringing you real, unfiltered conversations about reinvention, confidence, and making space for what actually matters. So grab a coffee, a tea, something a little stronger, because this is where the rebellion begins. Hello, my beautiful souls, and welcome back to another epic episode of Gypsy Rebel. This is your host, Jacqueline Van Bierk, and I'm smiling and giggling because my plans got a little bit messed up. I am in Michigan, and we had an ice storm. We've been without power and water for the last few days, so I had planned on editing my podcast with my guest, Faye West, who is such an amazing artist, and I can't wait to share her story with you guys, which will be next week. I wanted to promote her a little bit more and not just drop the podcast. So instead, I am doing another solo episode and to fill the void, so to speak. And I have something extremely juicy that I just wrote up real quick because there's something that's been coming up quite a bit. But before we get started, thank you so much for being here, listening to my podcast, because I know you have a lot of choices and options. So I want to just thank you for being here. And I hope, as always, that you're going to get something out of this podcast. Share it with people that might benefit from it. And I always love your feedback and your comments, and subscribe if you like what you hear. But let's dive straight into it. Stop playing small. I have been listening to a lot of people, and it's been a common kind of theme where people are just playing small and they're tired of it. And rightfully so, because, playing small doesn't serve anyone, yet we all do it in some capacity often. And I notice that for myself, a lot of times I'm just really nice and I'm really kind, and I'll wait and let someone else go first, and not saying that, that is not a good thing to do. But once in a while, we just got to put ourselves first. So here's a potent, no bullshit version, okay? Of 5 steps that we can take to just stop playing small and really step into our greatness, because we came here to this place to live our full potential, to live our best life ever. And who are we to constantly step back and play small, to let someone else step it up, let someone else get in line first? And I've done it so many times in my life that I actually started to not like myself for it. I was like, why? Why do I feel the need to always let someone else go first? Like I got it all, And yes, it's an abundant mindset. I get that. But I'm a nice person. I'm a very nice person. But I also feel that sometimes you can be a nice person and you can still be assertive. You can be a nice person and still take care of your own needs and still help others who are in need. And oftentimes we kind of forget that. So I want to dive straight into it. So number 1, cut the apologies and claim your space. What does that mean? Every time you catch yourself saying, I'm sorry, when you didn't do anything wrong, just stop it. Instead, replace it with strength. Instead of saying, sorry for talking too much, say, I have something of value to say. Instead, stepping aside for everyone else, hold your ground. And it doesn't have to be in a rude way, but in a self-loving and caring way for everyone else, because we all can shine and we all can speak up. So don't dim your light, and don't apologize for something that you really didn't do. And we do it all the time. I want you to really pay attention to the many times you say sorry, and then ask yourself immediately, wait, why am I sorry? Why am I sorry? Have I done anything? And I know we even say I'm sorry when we hear a tragedy or something bad happened to someone. But instead, maybe you could say, I hope things will work out for you. I'm sending you my love, my condolences. I'm sending you positive energy. Is there any way I can help? Or maybe there's something that happened to me and this is kind of what helped me. Maybe this can be of help to you. There are different ways to say it. We are just taught to say, I'm sorry, but we're not sorry. You can say sorry if you hurt someone, you step on their toes, for real, for real. Does that resonate with you guys? Honestly, it just feels like it's something that I've struggled with, and I try to be very aware of it, So, number 2, make decisions like a boss. What does that mean? Without permission. You don't need permission, okay? You don't need approval to live your life. How often do you have an idea, you want to take some bold step towards something, and you go and ask everybody? What do most of them say? Oh God, no, that's dangerous. No, that is like, you're never gonna make that. No, this is like so crazy that, oh God, are you crazy? No, 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 no. So only ask people for their opinion if they have done what you want to do, because everyone else is not qualified to give you feedback or to give you advice on that. It doesn't mean they're not nice people. It just means that I had a friend, he was so mad at me. He gave me some advice on investing. And I said, why would I listen to you? You're not an investor. You don't even have any money in the game. So I appreciate your feedback and your opinion, but I'm looking for actual, someone who has done it. Someone who can tell me, show me, prove to me that this can work if you apply certain things. So it's not a mean thing. And oftentimes you feel the need to ask people because, I don't know, do you need approval? Because your intuition knows. Your intuition knows. You already know. If I want to make a bold move, if I want to move to Italy next month, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I ask all my friends, they're going to say like, wow, I don't know how do you have the money? Where are you going to get the money? What are you going to do? What are you going to do with your dog? What are you going to, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many things that they will bombard you with, doubts and worries and concerns, that you may change your mind. And it's not that they don't mean well. It's just that they have never done it. And to them, that seems just like the scariest thing in the world. If it's something that you really desire to do, just freaking do it. Because there's only one way to find out, to do it. And always ask yourself, what is the worst that could happen? And oftentimes when you ask yourself that, the answer is nothing. It's not going to work out. And I might come back. Who cares? But you've still done it, right? So really don't ask for permission and just make the decision that you want to make. Make it. Don't ask for it. Don't ask for approval. And when you hesitate, really ask yourself, am I fully trusting myself? If I was trusting myself, would I do it? If I would fully trust myself, my decision, would I do it? And if the answer is yes, do it. Because you would not let yourself down. You wouldn't really put yourself in danger. Of course, you want to do some research, but then make the decision. So do not second guess. And don't wait for the green light, because you're not in a car in an intersection. You're on a crossroad in your life. And if you have that urge, you know already if that urge is there, it's valid. And it means you kind of want to do it, and you should do it. Why not? You only live once, as far as you know. And the third point is speak with power. Again, not permission, right? A weak language makes us small. When I'm kind of like talking like that, you think, you really want to listen to me? If I'm like, what if I just wear that crazy, sexy outfit tomorrow, and everybody might be looking at me, I don't know. Say it. Tomorrow I'm going to wear that freaking dress, that I paid $150 for that I have not worn to the movies because I'm feeling it and to own it. You know what I mean? But to say it. Cut the I think. And I say it often. I noticed myself saying it when I do my reactions on YouTube and also now that I'm doing my podcast. And I can catch myself going, I think people, no, I don't think. In my opinion, or from my observation, or studies have shown, it's not, I think, I question it, I don't know. Or maybe, no, get it out of your vocabulary. No more maybe, no more I think. So, speak as if you really mean it. I know, this is a little bit scary, right? Why? Because next time you introduce yourself, even that, when you say your name, how often do you say, you almost make it a question? Jacqueline? 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 My name is Jacqueline. My name is Jacqueline. Right? Practice it. And it's not like practice it, rehearse it. No, it's just like how it makes you feel. Purposefully say your name a few different ways and see how it feels, and even record it and see how it sounds, because our voice is extremely powerful. Our voice carries a frequency, and that frequency is powerful because it influences other people. It influences everything around us, and especially internally. So make sure you speak with confidence and with power. And that does not mean you're speaking down to someone. It just means that you're really expressing yourself. And the beautiful thing is, when you're truly being your authentic self, what are you hiding? There's nothing to hide. You just be yourself and you speak your words. You're speaking your truth. Because no matter how many times you change, your truth deep down, your essence never changes. Because that is just your I am. You are. I am powerful. I am a human being. I am capable. I am possible. I am magic. Because we are all magic. See how that feels. That is something that is true within ourselves. So it's just that when we do things where we feel like, oh, I'm having imposter syndrome, I'm not an expert, who would listen to me? Those kind of things, that's when we shrink ourselves down. But why in the first place are you talking about these things or try to make a presentation about that? Because you probably either have studied it or you have lived it. And if you have, you may not be an expert. What does an expert even mean, right? But you are definitely 3-4 steps ahead of the person listening to you, needing to hear what you have to say out of your own experience. Because experience is the greatest education you can ever have. Experience is real life. It's like when vocal coaches, when I was teaching voice, I remember thinking at first, oh my God, who am I to give voice lessons, right? And then I realized I am the right person for most people that come to me because I've toured. I've been in a studio. I am in a studio. I know how to record, how to set up a mic. I know what I need to do when I'm on a tour for a month and I'm singing 5 days a week, 4 days a week. So I have experience. I can tell you what worked for me. And even though it worked for me, it may not work exactly for you, but it will definitely help you. So don't dim your experiences. Don't play small thinking you're not the expert. You are the expert in your own life. You have experiences and your experiences matter, and someone else can really benefit from what you have to say and what you have to offer. So don't diminish that, because I remember there were teachers that they never went on a tour. So who are you to tell me how my voice is going to work on tour, And of course we're all unique. Everybody's different. it's not one size fits all. That's another thing. But I can tell you what worked for me and what I highly recommend that is definitely going to work for most people. So speak with power, no permission needed. Number 4, say no without explanation. That is also a big one. How many times do you feel, I really don't want to do it, but I'm a yes person. I'm always saying yes for the most part, right? 95% of the time I say yes. And because I like to be a nice person, I like to be helpful. And somewhere along the way, I remember the few times I said no, like I was told that I am selfish, that I should be more helpful. And I thought about it. I'm like, I'm always helping people. I'm always nice. I always do the best I can, but sometimes I have boundaries too, right? And so this guilt thing, people want to guilt you into believing that if you say no, then you must be a bad person, you must be a selfish person. No, you have boundaries, and you don't need to explain yourself. A lot of people say, I have to. They just make up excuses. They make up a lie. Don't make up a lie. Just speak your truth. No, you know what? I just can't today. For whatever reason. You don't even have to have a reason. Boundaries aren't suggestions. Think about that. So really internalize that. You don't owe anyone an excuse for prioritizing yourself. And sometimes the thing you really need to do is take care of you. And yes, I like the saying, when you can't help yourself, help someone else. I like that. And I love helping other people. But sometimes I also need time for me, or hold myself accountable for me. For example, I used to have all the stuff to do in my studio, finishing a song or finishing some work online. And then somebody would ask me to help them, and I would just like drop everything and help them and think, wow, I just made my work not important because I just helped them, and it wasn't even anything important. It was just they needed my help for, whatever. And then I have a hard time just stopping, and it becomes this, and then you feel it's a downward spiral, because then you're feeling guilty, then you feel shitty about yourself for you helped them, but you didn't do what you meant to do, right? It's just like, just say no. No excuses, no explanation needed. Just say no. That's all. So, and also, you know what? Let the silence be the answer. When you say no, just like let it, sorry, I can't. That's it. Try it. Try it out. Try it out with something small. But boundaries, very important. So, step number 5, our last step. Step into the identity of who you want to be. What does that even mean, right? Who I want to be. Who do I want to be? I just want to be me. But how often are we really our true selves? How often do we show up as who we really are? Because who are we to just show up as us? Does that make sense? It's don't wait anymore. When I'm ready, I'm gonna do this. When I'm ready, I'm gonna do that. When I have this, then I can be that. It's always another when. When is the right time? Walk, talk, and act like the confident, authentic person that you are. Speaking your truth. Being who you are. So if I am a singer, I am Jacqueline, but I am not really Jacqueline. I am a human I am a spirit having a human experience, right? And I decided that I really love to do music. So now I'm fully in it and I'm going to own it. I'm going to be the artist that I am. And I'm actually stepping back into that as well. So don't wait. Just dress like that woman, that man that you want to be, that you wish you could be. What I also like to do is actually I made a list of people that I really admire, and I drew out like, why do I admire that person? Because there's something in that person that is inside of me. And I want to bring that out, right? Because, for example, I love Lady Gaga. And when she first came out, I was like, oh my God, that is me as an artist. I did the stage blood. I love being just, I always felt awkward on stage, like, not very ladylike, always just like, I'm just running around being crazy, doing my thing and dressing like really theatrical and over the top. And that is just who I am. And my mom would often ask me, she's like, why don't you just dress nicer? Like, like cute shirt and a skirt or whatever. And I'm like, what? I'm just being me. That's just who I am. So, or this Ronnie Radke from Falling in Reverse. Why do I love him so much? Because I love his voice. I admire how he pushes the boundaries with his voice. So that's what I see in myself. I want to do more of that. I haven't done as much. So that's what I admire, and I want to bring that quality out in myself. So when you look around the people, when we're saying, become the person you want to be, I want to be that good a singer. I want to be that performer who just goes out and does what she used to do all the time. Kick ass, own the stage, own the crowd, enlighten the crowd, have fun, really express myself in my artistic way. Express myself with my words, my melody, make people dance, make people have a great time. To me, that is the fulfillment that I crave when I am being truly myself. And so I want to be that person, not just on stage. I want to be her all the time. And it's funny, I'm off stage a completely different person. People that know me, my students, when they would see me live, they're like, whoa, who are you? I don't know if I want to still take lessons with you. You're crazy. you're so out there, But it's funny. They're like, because it's funny. One of my students, the mom, she said, Jacqueline, you are so nice and so sweet when you teach, and you're so caring. When you're on stage, you're like this badass, like I'm like, rah! So it's really interesting how obviously our ego, right? There's different phases and different sides of us that we love to express. But when you really think about who is the person, who do I want to be every day? And no, I don't want to be that crazy artist every day, 24/7. Obviously, I love being that on stage. And when I'm not on stage, who am I? I still want to dress amazing. I still want to be out there helping people, inspiring people, right? I want to have my hair nice, put my makeup on because that's what I like. And maybe that's not what you like. Do what makes you feel confident. So whatever that means, buy yourself that new dress that makes you feel like $100,000 million. $100,000 doesn't even, that's not a word. But you know what I mean? So step into it. That's what I'm saying. Just be the person you want to be now. Don't wait for the money in the bank account. Don't wait for that diploma or that validation from the crowd, from your audience, from your community. Become the person now, because when you walk as that person that you truly are, because if you want to be that person, you are that person. You're just not allowing yourself to be that person yet. So let that come out. Just decide which version of you is running the show. The version that plays small, or the version that is actually the lead actress, the lead actor in your movie, your life, that you direct, because you're the director of your destination. You are the master of your domain. The world is a playground. play, have fun, express yourself. So important, so juicy. Also remember, when you put that energy out, when you're actually putting out the version of you that you would really love to be, that you love, because then you look in the mirror and you go, whoa, I freaking love you. I'm so proud of you. Keep it going. And I think Mel Robbins says it all the time. Look in the mirror in the morning and say, you got this. Just by doing that, you're showing yourself there's like an internal little the brain chemistry going through you. And I'm explaining it wrong, but however, you're telling yourself, you're telling your nervous system, you got this. And that is a good thing, because then your confidence changes immediately, because we value ourselves so much on how much money we have, what we've accomplished. Then we look at other people and we're like, oh my God, like I wish I was that. You are that in your own version, because we're all unique. So remember that. So I want to finish this session. It's a short session, but I'm actually glad I did this, because I was thinking, oh my God, I didn't get a chance to upload and edit the intro for my guest, and she is so special, and I don't want to just throw it out there, like into the mix. And I know my podcast is still pretty new, but I want to give her a chance to be introduced and to also promote it a little bit beforehand. So I decided to just do this, but I'm having so much fun doing this right now, because I love helping and I love talking about this stuff. Because you know what? I'm not perfect. I'm working on this all the time myself, and I catch myself playing small still all the time. Because we evolve all the time and we want more things. And that's a great thing, because we want to grow and we want to evolve and we want to learn more and express ourselves more, and also just tap into things that we maybe didn't even know we were capable of doing or have within us, right? So now that you got the tools, let's lock them in. Take a deep breath in and out, and close your eyes for a moment. Just take a nice deep breath in again. And out. One more time. Deep breath in. And out. Okay, if you're driving, please don't close your eyes, obviously. Now, picture the most unapologetic, confident version of yourself. I want you to really see her, him, feel that energy. How does she, he move? How does she, he speak? And I say she, he because in case you are a guy listening to this, I don't want to exclude you. And what do you, let's just say you, what do you no longer tolerate? That version of you that is done playing small, unapologetic, confident. What is it that can be no longer tolerated? Feel that energy of that version of you. How does that version of you move? How does that version of you speak? And now, if you can, stand up. Yeah, physically stand up. Roll your shoulders back. Lift up your chin and plant your feet like you own the ground you stand on. Take a deep breath and say this out loud. I take up space. I own my power. Yes. I own my power. I say yes to myself. I say no without guilt. I am done playing small. I am stepping in to the greatness, to my fullest potential. chasing my wildest dreams, doing what my soul, my heart urges me to do. I'm going to shine bright like the sun. I'm going to speak my truth. I'm going to dress the way I want and express myself in my full authenticity. Now open your eyes. That energy you felt, that excitement, maybe there was a little tingling going on, that's you. Take that person with you today. There's no more shrinking back. There's no more apologizing for existing, for following your passion, for following the nudge from within. No. So, guys, really journal today and look at all the parts of you that have been playing small and decide right now, right here, that you are done playing small. And that does not mean you have to be mean, you have to be arrogant, you have to just leave everyone behind. The opposite. You will be inspiring so many people to step into their own light, to own their dreams, to own their being, their greatness. You're doing everyone a favor by fully becoming yourself, your true self. Love yourself first. Another deep breath in. Thank you so much for watching, for listening, for being here with me. Next episode will be with my guest, Faye West. Super excited. She's an amazing artist and I love her story so much. And I just met her and she's such a beautiful soul. So I look forward to that. And I hope this helped. If you know anyone who could benefit from today's episode, please share it with your friends. Subscribe to my podcast. And before I leave, I want you to comment. Where in your life have you been playing small and what are some of the action steps you're going to take? What is the one action you're going to take to level up, to stop playing small? Share that with me. I would love to hear from you. Sending you much love, and as always, follow your bliss. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you in the next episode. Take care.